Okay, so today I wanted to walk you through the updated HighLevel API for the media planner and for the media library. So I did this workflow before without the media library, and it was this very convoluted thing here. There was a lot happening in the middle, and now most of that is unnecessary. You can also do a little bit more in the social planner API, including specifying the Pinterest boards, amongst other things. So I'm going to walk you through how to do that. So right now I'm just using a form submission, and what we're going to do is just upload a random photo for social media. So let's go into here and grab this one, submit. Okay, now we've got our image. Then what we want to do is upload to the media library. So we're going to go to the docs over here, go to the media storage, and upload a file into the media storage. Now I'm going to use the binary file, which is going to be this one here. You can also upload a URL by using this one, but I'm going to give you the curl command so that you can do this HTTP request. Now the only thing that's missing here is, it's not missing, I'm using the header auth up here, and I set up my API keys up here. But you can also do this here. You put in authorization, and then bearer space and your API key. So to do this, you need to make a private integration in HighLevel. And I guess I could walk you through that. Private integrations, create a token. We'll call this N8N demo. And we need media. We want to edit it. We also want everything for social media. View, edit, view accounts. So that's actually really all we would need for what we're doing. Okay, so there's the API key. So you copy that over into, you could do this in here, put it right there, version, and then the file. So we would just upload the same file we just used. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. Christmas lights, for example. Hosted. It's true. Actually, sorry, it's false. If you want to use the URL, you change that to true. And you could name it, and then you send that request and see what happens. You get the URL back for the media library. So then all you would do is copy this, go into HighLevel, you would add an HTTP request, import the curl, and this is going to give you everything you need. And so this is where the authorization is that I was talking about. Obviously I'll delete this API key after, so you can't use it, but this is the whole request here. And then right there is where you would put the binary file. So if I delete that for a sec, we've got the binary file that we just grabbed here, which we just have called upload file. You just copy this over here, put it here. And obviously you'd probably use AI to name this, or you'd use a file name from here. Just drag that over. And then you hit execute and see what happens. You should get back a URL. There we go. So you copy this, open a new tab, and there we go. Okay, so that's how to get the media uploaded into HighLevel. Now, and that way it's going to be optimized for social media, but these here also have a spot for media optimization. Just change this to true, and then it will make sure the media is optimized for that specific platform. Okay, so continuing along here with my original. All right, now we've uploaded. Now in these here, we're going to need a date and a time. So for now, all I've done is taken right now and I added 10 days to it so that I can find the post easily. And then here, this is where we have stored our account IDs, which you will also need to get from over here. So we're going to go back into, let me make sure I have this. And we're going to go into Social Planner. We're going to get, and then you need the location ID. So we're going to go into Business Profile, grab the location ID, put that in there, and send that request. And then what we're going to get is the accounts right here, and then you just need the IDs from right here. So you just copy those. You can, I put them in a set field for now. And then when we do Facebook, and again with this, you either are going to use the header auth that you set up here, and when you create a new one, you just put authorization and then spare space and your API key. Otherwise, you can add it in right here. But it's easier to do this because then you don't have to grab your API key every time. Okay, so you've got the headers are accept, and application JSON, and then version, and this date here. And then the body is going to be a JSON, and you've got this information. First, we're just going to run the previous set node so we have the information coming through. Okay. So all you really are going to need to change in here is you're going to put the account ID for Facebook. So you would drag Facebook into here. The media URL is the URL that we uploaded earlier to the media library. So that's from here. Okay, so the type is going to be a post. You can change this to real or short as well. And then the date that we got from earlier. And then you need to put in created by and a user ID. So you get that from your account settings as well. And here it's the same thing over again. Types a post. This is specifically for Facebook details. Type is a post. It's either post, reel, or story. And then media optimization, we just put the true. And here is where we would put in the caption. This is a caption from HighLevel. Okay. Hit execute. Just like that, it's uploaded to the social planner. And we can go check that out. There is the post that we just did. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing for Pinterest. There's a few things that you can do in Pinterest, such as get the board ID, which we have here, and you just get that in the get accounts info. Oh, this is the OAuth ID, and then this is the board ID. Oh, the other thing you need to change if you're doing videos is you change this to video/MP4, but it's the same process otherwise. So if you're doing a reel and you change this, but it's Pinterest, so it's just a post. So yeah, that's Pinterest. Otherwise, the same setup. You just drag your Pinterest ID in here. The date. This would be the title for Pinterest. This would be the caption. And then the board you want it posted on. And then you do want to optimize the media. And then for Instagram, same thing, except here we have Instagram post details. So here I have reel, and here I have this changed to video/MP4. And so you would just do this the exact same way. Your media URL is going to be linked to a video anyway. Change this to video MP4. You can change the status here from draft to scheduled. And then you've got your Instagram post details as a reel. Optimize the media is true. Okay. Execute that. This might not work because it's not. It did work, but I uploaded a photo. It's fine for now. I'll change it in a minute. And then Google. Okay, I've got a standard event. Oh, I actually forgot to put in the type I want it to be is shop, but it is a post, same information. So we're just going to go back into the documentation here for posting, creating a post, and then for Google, we want the action type will be shop, but you can use none, order, book, shop, learn more, call, sign up. We're going to use, just put a comma here, action type, shop. Okay, test that. And then you obviously, we forgot to put in the URL for that. So you just have another one here, URL.